welcome back, all you fine folks, to the monthly marble race. I'm your MC, Big Daddy Swift, and let me tell you folks, I cannot wait to see which one of our 32 racers are going to move on to that great semifinal series, baby. They go from 5 teams: Ash's Antics, Hojo Dojo, Team White, Karma Jolt, and of course, the Side Order. Only 8 get to lounge by the pool of victory, while the rest of us go home and cook in that fiery heat. See, I hear the races calling. So let's go over to the host of the races and the fine track engineers, Odin Sand and Glyph Racker.
Hello and welcome everybody to Day 2 eliminations for the monthly marble race. I am Glyph Racker.
I am Odinson, and welcome. Today we'll eliminate those final 32 down to 8 and have the rest of our 16 semifinalists and move on to the semifinals. But before we do, I just want to remind everybody to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because hey, here at the Side Order, you will always have a seat at the table, so pull up a chair and join us.
And like always, I'd like to send a big old shout out and thank you to this month's sponsors, that being Karma Jolt, Hojo Dojo, Ash's Antics, and Team Wipe, and of course, Swift.
Yes, of course, big thanks to all our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. You are the thing that keeps the marbles rolling, so thank you very much.
Thank you again. And yes, a big old mention to head on over to swiftenergy.gg, use our promo code SIDEORDER25, and save 25% off all site-wide.
That is the whole site, and you can get that on any flavor, though why you'd want anything other than our rocket juice, I don't know. The stuff is really delicious.
It is really delicious and geared for gaming, so it's perfect for those long stints of gaming.
That is correct. Well, they're getting ready down on the track. The marbles are all raring to go. I'm raring to go, as I'm sure you are. So let's maybe go down to the track, get the marbles rolling, and get this underway, because today, as I said, we've got 32 racers, but only 8 are going to emerge.
So, with all that, let's get ourselves geared up. Put those thumbs up in the chat, because it's about to happen for the monthly marble race. Your last chance to get in.
That's right, here we go. We're going up to the first race of the day. Down to the track we go. The marbles are lining up. We're all ready to go, and here it is.
With our first round having...
there's a little look at how you can get yourself a team if you're a creator. Just reach on out to us at our official Discord or at our email at thesideorder@hotmail.com.
And there we have the racers, which is Big Easy, second marble for Hojo, Jordy Pants for Karma Jolt, Ryan222 Graft for Team Wipe, and Gen X, A-Cut Plays for Ash's Antics.
There it is.
And they are off and down the track. Heading down at a lightning pace, which it looks like it's a fight between Jordy Pants and Ryan Graff for that first place.
Jordy Pants moving out into that early lead. However, as we saw on day 1, that can be crucial.
It very well can. As Big Easy is giving a good shove.
Big Easy pushing her a little from behind, not wanting to let anybody run away with it, knocking her a little in the air, but Jordy Pants managing to maintain that lead.
Keeping that hold on to that first place is very important, but how long can this happen? Or will it continue?
Well, taking that corner a little bit slow, and that might cost them, but so far, nobody else is coming up. Big Easy is still pretty distant.
There still is one more lap to go after this, though, so who knows? Ooh, that's not good. As Big Easy now flies over.
Well, Jordy Pants really did not take that well. Big Easy took advantage and moves into first place. Does not come through that little bush area very neatly, though.
No, it seems to be that most of the racers are getting confused or hung up in that area.
Yeah, that area right there has, in a couple of races, been the deciding area on who's actually going to win. because it's the last real obstacle before the finish line. If you get hung up there, it can cost you the race.
As now Big Easy is moving his way towards the big jump. Picking up some speed, and maybe he can get some air and distance. And off he jumps. Alright.
Well, I've seen it taken faster, but I've seen it taken worse. That you could do better, you could do worse there. I would take that. That is not the way you want to take that corner. Noticed a lot of racers having that difficulty where they seem to kick over to the side, crash into that opposite wall.
No brakes, it seems like.
I feel as though they should really maybe stop doing that. Oh, it hits the teeth and bounces straight down. That definitely slowed him down a little, but I don't know as though it's going to make a difference.
Oh.
Ooh, that might.
Oh, getting hung up in the bush area again. That's not good. It seems to be yet again the spot which decides the victors or not.
Well, I did mention it last lap that is oftentimes where the race is decided, but it looks like this time Big Easy's going to roll to an easy victory.
So there you have it. Congratulations, Big Easy. You are moving forward onto the semifinals.
Well, there you go. Big Easy moving himself into the semifinals. That's our first semifinalist and 9th semifinalist total. And here we go with race number 2 right away, wasting no time.
We've got Honcho for Team Hojo, Strider for us at Team Side Order, Orange Stang for Team Wipe, and Gen X Gaming for Ash's Antics. And they are almost off. We've just got a couple more seconds, and they are off and down the track. Here they go.
There they go down the track.
And it seems like it's a fight between all four right now, with Honcho pulling out in an early lead.
Honcho taking that nice early lead, and see how long they can hold on to that. See if they can live up to their name and be the head honcho of this race.
This is Honcho's second marble.
I don't believe they got through to the semis in the first one.
No.
There's Orange Stange with their second marble of the race. See there again, kicking it across and taking that corner badly. And that allows Strider to take the lead.
Whoa, Strider with a quick move to put him in first. That's a good one. See if he can maintain.
Oh, takes a really bad bounce there coming out of the mouth of Godzilla.
Yet again, giving all the racers a chance to catch up and possibly pass. Another bad hit, and Gen X Gaming takes advantage of that.
Gen X Gaming takes it a good little lead, but Strider finding a better line and a faster line through the corners and retaking the lead.
Strider's now back in first, and as he's finishing the first lap, heading to the second round.
Heading into the second lap, and Strider is our leader at the moment. I don't believe anybody else is very far behind. Gen X Gaming, I do believe, is right there. Honcho and Orange Stange seem to be a little bit in the distance, but there you have a look at Gen X Gaming, and they are not too far behind at all.
One mistake is all it takes. That was a nice jump.
Well, they took the jump quite nicely. We'll see if they can avoid ramming that opposite corner coming into this corner here.
Gaining speed, and bang! Oh, actually, that was pretty nice.
No, takes the good line through the corner. That's about as best as you can do through there. So pretty as you'd like, Strider comes through there and maintains that lead.
Heading up the backside of Godzilla, and out through the mouth.
Oh, also taking that about as nice as you would like. Strider showing the other racers how it's done here. A little bobble through the bushes, but we have seen far worse, and I don't think that's going to cost them.
Oh, speaking of far worse, Gen X Gaming jumps the bushes.
Jumps the bushes into that outside area, and that is it. Congratulations, Strider. You are moving on to the semifinals.
That is correct. Congratulations, Strider. But with no time to be wasted, we're moving on to our third race, which is Lex for Hojo Dojo and Enigma for Karma Jolt, Biscuit's second marble for Team Wipe, and Upbeat data for Ash's antics.
Well, good luck to all our racers out there. We'll see how they do. We got Biscuit out on the track. They've been a factor in the races in the past before.
Not mistaken, their first marble made it through, so here's hoping maybe they can get their second way through. We haven't had a two-person run through yet.
And that usually does happen. Usually at least one person gets 2 marbles in through to the semifinals. Be interesting if that doesn't happen here this time. I don't believe we've ever had that happen.
That's true. As Lex is now jumping his way into first.
Wow, I wasn't sure about that bounce, but apparently all the other marbles had similar difficulty, and that let Lex just cruise on through. Taking that corner about as nice as you'd like, about as nice as you can.
And out. Oh, touching the teeth again.
Hitting the roof of the mouth, it looked like, and bouncing, taking a very odd bounce.
Heading through the bushes. Alright.
I thought they might have had the line to go straight through. It looks like Enigma did have that line because they passed, moving at some good speed.
And they're moving their way to the second lap.
And our leader after the first lap, Enigma, with that swift move through those corners.
2 seconds ahead of Lex's second marble. Let's see how much time difference.
4 seconds ahead of Biscuit. So there's 2 seconds separating all the marbles. That is a big gap. We'll see if Enigma can keep it together here.
Nice. Using the bounce pad to his advantage.
Yeah, that was about as pretty as you'd like. Sent him nicely through that. See how he handles the corner here.
We've seen better, seen worse.
That's what I was just about to say. Seen better and worse handlings of that corner.
Catches the corner of the jaw.
Ooh, that's going to cost him for sure.
Bouncing around through here. Biscuit is giving heavy chase. Bobbling through the bushes. Somebody got ahead of Biscuit. It looks like Lex, and this is down to the wire. Lex is caught out.
No, it looks like Enigma is going to cruise to a victory here, and there it is.
So there you have it, and Enigma moving on to the semifinals.
There's Enigma with a nice victory. That picks up 1 for Karma Jolt in the Creators Cup, and congratulations to you, you're going to the semifinals.
With no time to be wasted, though, let's move on to our 4th round with Johnny Knight for Hojo. Country Girl's second marble for us at the side order. Give me a second. Chronic Heels for Ash's Antics, and Snowgraft for Team White.
There it is. Okay, well, good luck to all our racers out there. Hopefully, when somebody can cruise to a good victory, we can have a nice competitive race.
As it looks like Snowgraft is moving her way into first.
Snowgraft taking that early lead.
Nice to see a little more Team Wipe action. Especially them in leadership role. They haven't been really active this month.
Team Wipe, constant competitors. They show up every month and we love having them, but their marbles need to really step up their game in the competition.
But with that being said, Snowgraft gives way for Chronic Heels to pass.
But Snowgraft taking a bad bounce there and getting past.
Gives a little shove to Chronic Heels as well. Oh, wow, that was a really smooth jump. And nope, he swerved over just a little too much. Almost had that straight line.
Almost had that straight through line. I think we've only seen actually one person make it cleanly through that so far. Everyone has a little bit of difficulty with that.
I think it's a visual illusion for some of those marbles.
Yeah, I think it might be, but here's Chronic Heels being our leader after 1 lap and into the second, so...
Snowgraft only 1 second behind though, so anyone is going to be taking over at any point. So it looks like there's a big distance, but this track is super fast, so just a simple little flub up is all like that.
Ooh!
Is all it takes. As Chronic Heels is now rolling out of the jump area. Snowgraft giving good pursuit. Ooh, hitting that corner hard. Johnny Knight is now 2 seconds behind.
Chronic Heels making pretty good time, except for right there, and Johnny Knight takes advantage. Wow, just as I was saying they're making good time, they mess it up. Johnny Knight takes the lead, and it looks like they're going to be able to roll to an easy victory. There it is.
Wow, congratulations, Johnny Knight. What a steal for the victory.
Johnny Knight with a savvy move there, and takes victory away from Chronic Heels. That was an incredible race there.
Howdy, everybody. I am Hojo, and of course, I'm here to shamelessly plug my channel. So strap in. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I don't know about you, but I love a good mystery or a classic detective story, or heck, even a solid comedy. My life being the classic comedy that it is. Dante. Anyway, if you're like me and you enjoy good stories, great mysteries, and fantastic comedies, then Sally Jane, do I have the right channel for you? Mine! That's right. There you're going to find classic comedies like McGee and Molly and Jack Benny, classic mysteries like The Shadow and Suspense, and other gold ribbon shows like Johnny Dollar, Dragnet, Gunsmoke, Burns and Allen, Mel Blanc, Reader's Digest, and Broadway is My Beat, and that's just to name a few. So if you want timeless storytelling, great adventure, fun comedies, spine-chilling mysteries and thrillers, then check out Hojo Dojo and Retro Radio. I guarantee you're going to find something you like from my collection of the Theater of the Mind, Old Time Radio. Now, back to the races!
Alrighty, that is awesome, and hopefully we are ready and raring to go, because with no time to be wasted, we are going to head down to the track with Rocket Blast for Hojo Dojo, YY for Karma Jolt, Lars for Team Wipe, and Grab Low Adventures for Ash's Antics.
Alright, well, we're on to the 5th race after that brief commercial break. Good luck to all our racers out there. We'll see who can take victory in this heat.
And they are off, and they are down the track. Good luck to our racers, and let's see who is going to be our next person to move to the semifinals.
Well, there's still a few more days of racing to go, and of course, you know, everybody wants that great $150 Canadian prize, and it looks like Rocket Blast is taking off to try and make it first.
Let's see how well and how much he can handle on to the first place, as now he's bumping into the wall a little bit and heading off the ramp. Nice moves there.
Takes that fairly smoothly. You can't really ask for too much more there. We'll see how he handles this corner. This is one of those obstacles on the track that can sometimes cause the leader to shift.
That is it. It's just enough that you can leech all your speed from you, and then you have to turn around and regain, while the other marbles may have not lost anything.
Yeah, it's all dependent on how good a line you can take through here. This is another part like that coming up here, these little bush area.
Ooh, a little wobble weeble.
But that's not too bad. I've seen that taken far worse.
And still holding on to that first as he's heading up for the second lap.
Well, looks like, oh no, YY trying to steal it there. Almost thought they were going to get past because they stalled at the finish line, but managed to get it together and take that, first lap and maintain a lead moving into the second. But Rocket Blast not letting that lead go.
Rocket Blast definitely is not going down without a fight, as YY is now trying to make that perfect line for the jump.
Well, now YY is got the pressure on. They have to be perfect here because Rocket Blast is right behind them. That is not what you want to do. And Rocket Blast retakes the lead.
Wow. Bad jump there from YY. Yet again, that...
Ooh, I don't know what went on there. Got a little excited. Rocket Blast completely going just off the rails there and allowing YY to pass.
YY is now heading his way down up to the backside of Godzilla. Bobbling and bouncing on the all-right line. Still lost a lot of speed there, heading in through the Temu Smiler.
Ooh, hey, nobody saw that coming. There's Grab Low Adventures taking the lead now from third and not really being a factor in the first lap of the race to coming to take the lead right at the end, but YY saying no. Wow, what a competitive race here at the end.
YY does not want to give up that first place. Definitely wants that one step closer to the $150 Canadian grand prize.
They had that same problem crossing the finish line, but they still do cross it first. So congratulations, YY. That was a heck of an exciting race, and you're going on to the semifinals.
That is correct. Congratulations, YY. As with yet again, no time to be wasted, we're moving on to the next round.
And here we've got Arcade Pop for Hojo, Stan for us at the side order, John Smokes at Team Wipe, and Guru Gaming at Ash's Antics. Should be an exciting race.
And they are in the line and getting ready to go.
Well, the racers are ready, and so are we, so here we go.
And they are off down the track. And like I said last time, I love that color pattern. As it looks like it's a fight between Guru, Stan, and John Smokes. Arcade Pop is giving a good push too.
Yes, Stan is right behind all the marbles in a nice little pack there coming into the first quarter, but Guru Gaming coming out of it in the lead.
As Stan says, I have a different opinion on that.
Just as I say that, Stan tries to take the lead, but messes up the corner, or the jump there really badly, unfortunately, and allows Guru Gaming to just maintain that lead.
Ooh. Now Stan's taken back into that first. There's a big fight for first place now. I like this.
That is about as bad as I've seen anyone take that corner. I don't know what happened there, some sort of miscommunication, but they've apparently recovered because there's Guru Gaming moving back into first place. What a competitive race. There's Stan taking it back again.
Wowee, Stan's got that perfect
line. Makes the
Perfect.
perfect line through the bushes and is going to cruise to an easy lead here after one lap.
As he's heading into the second lap with a really good distance. I don't think Guru's even crossed the line yet.
I don't think any of the other marbles have even crossed the line yet. There it is, 7.2 seconds behind. Stan is almost walking away with this one.
Just on fire, lightning speed down the track. Gonna retake that jump. Handles it all right.
Well, that's a lot better than how they did it the first time. With the kind of lead they have, all they really have to do is run the track in a mediocre fashion, and they'll be fine. That was not how you wanted to take that corner.
As here they come, it looks like we have a couple stalled marbles, or a stalled marble, which is Arcade Pop is stalled out.
Wow, funny to see that former champion Arcade Pop not doing well here today, but it looks as though nobody is going to come close to Stan, and he is just going to run to an easy victory here.
A literal half-track victory.
Yeah, he's so far ahead that nobody else is even close, and there it is. Congratulations, Stan, you are moving on.
That is Stan's second marble, so there we do have an actual two-peat.
There it is.
So congratulations, Stan, as we're moving on to our next round, where we have Gordon Shumway for Hojo, Gouda Guy for Karma Jolt, Rabid Rob for Team Wipe, and Leg Hattie for Ash's Antics.
All right, this should be an exciting one.
And they are lined up and squared up, ready to go. And they are off and down the track.
And they are off and down the track indeed. We'll see who can manage to take this one. So far, Leg Hattie going out to an early lead. We'll see how that pans out for them. Gordon Shumway Not letting them rest, though, and Rabid Rob coming out of nowhere taking that lead.
Rabid Rob making that nice push. I was just about to say, could we get the camera a little lower, please? As here they head towards that first jump. Rabid Rob taking it kind of nice.
Yeah, no, that's fairly good, but Leg Hattie apparently taking it better because they are really moving down that track.
Nice handle of the corner.
Not too bad. Gordon Shumway, you can see him down there not having a good time.
As Leg Hattie now goes nice and smooth line through the teeth. Is this it? Another perfect? No.
Close. That is fairly smooth. I mean, you could ask for a straight line, but that, if you can't get it, that's what you want to do instead.
That is correct.
There's Leg Hattie taking a good lead here after one lap. We'll see how far ahead they are. So far, yeah, they're 3.5 seconds ahead. That is significant. Gouda guy's really going to have to step on it.
All the racers are going to have to put the power down, put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, they're going to have to nail it to the floor to catch up to Leg Hattie, who's got a pretty good lead here. Gordon Shumway may have stalled because he still has not passed that finish line.
Leg Hattie gets, I was going to say some nice air, but unfortunately got caught up on the wall.
It took a bad landing there, and that unfortunately cost him a few seconds, and so is that going to cost them. We'll see if Gouda guy can take some good lines and maybe take advantage.
So it looks like Rabid Rob is also a part of this.
Rabid Rob looking like they're not too far behind, so if I was Leg Hattie, I might be worried about where Gouda guy is. Though taking it that way is gonna help. That was nice and smooth.
Oh, a little too straight. You gotta turn away from the bushes.
Yeah, a little bit too head on to the bushes and hits them a little. You can see, Gouda guy with the pass right at the end. Is it gonna be enough?
It looks like it's so.
Oh,
another
wow.
steal right at the end. Congratulations, Gouda guy.
Wow, I think he must have come through those bushes just a little bit faster, and that just gave him the advantage because there it is. After leading most of the race, Gouda guy comes out of nowhere and steals it from Leg Hattie.
But with no time to be spent, let's move on to the next round with Power Thinker for Ash's Antics, Falcon Fan for Team Wipe. Hold on, gotta wait.
Willie Woods
for Hojo Dojo, and ASIM for us at the side order.
All right, well, good luck to all our racers. We'll see who can win it here today. This is the last semifinal race and final spot in the semifinals. Who will be 16 of 16? Let's find out.
Let's find out, as it seems like Power Thinker has moved his way into first.
Power Thinker making a power move and taking an early lead, but Falcon Fan 73 not letting them go, and ASIM making a cunning pass while they are all fighting for it.
This is it, the last spot, so you definitely want it. You're one step closer to that $150 Canadian at the end of the month.
That's right, you definitely want to win this, because if you don't, your race month is over. So it all comes down to this for the semifinals. This is the last spot, and so far, ASIM, I was going to say showing him how it's done, but Falcon Fan coming through like lightning and passing ASIM like he was not even moving.
Got a nice line through there. I don't think he actually hit the wall. He kept just edging himself off the wall. That was really good.
Yeah, Falcon Fan making short work of that corner and doing it quite nicely. Coming through that jump fairly smooth. We'll see how they handle the bushes area here.
Ouch.
Ooh, not well, not well. We'll see
if there's any contention back there.
Yeah, if either Power Thinker or ASIM can maybe take a better line. Looks to me like Willie Woods may have stalled out. And there's ASIM contesting that lead.
Falcon Fan trying to wedge him out.
Well, ASIM's less than a second behind, and Power Thinker is only a second and a half behind that. And yes, indeed, Willie Woods has gone off the track.
Hate to see it. Very hard to do on this track.
Well, it happens in every track. Well, I can tell you for next month's track, they're really going to have to watch out. There's going to be a very real possibility of falling off.
I'm Really excited for that, just like Falcon fans going to be excited if he can cross that finish line and complete this second lap.
Well, it's been a pretty competitive race in the first lap here. We're going into the second, and so far Falcon fan has been able to walk away with this lead uncontested. I don't think ASIM is very far behind, and whoa, makes a pass at super speed. Wow, ASIM really moving there. We'll see how they handle the corner. Not well so far.
ASIM really wanting that final spot. As we're heading down and in towards the back end of Godzilla.
ASIM making a pretty good line so far. See if they, yeah, there it is. They're making a good jump. Oh, that was bad.
Jump towards the teeth. And Power Thinker moving into the first spot with a semi-decent move through those bushes.
That's not a bad move, and it looks like Power Thinker might be able to take this. We'll see.
ASIM has had that perfect line before, so it is possible, but it looks like Power Thinker is our final
Wow, ASIM was right there, but couldn't pull it out. Congratulations, Power Thinker. You are the final semi-finalist. And with that, that concludes the semi-finals for this month. It's been an exciting semi-finals so far.
That is correct. And don't forget to definitely tune back in tomorrow as our semi-finalists go to try and make their way to the finals.
That's right, we've got all our semi-finalists lining up, or at least the first half of them, and we're going to have many heats of racing, and we're going to determine our first two finalists. I can absolutely not wait for that.
So congratulations to Willie Woods, Kira H, Black Baron, Dixie Normus, Biscuit, Rogue Effect, Congress Prime, Stan, Big Easy, YY, Strider, Stan again, and Enigma, Gouda Guy, Johnny Knight, and Power Thinker.
You are our semi-finalists. Congratulations to you, and good luck in the semi-finals.
So with all that being said, you guys know what to do, which is swing on by to swiftenergy.gg, use our promo code SIDEORDER25, and save a little money. Otherwise, though, I've been Glyphracker.
I have been Odinson. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow for the first round of the semifinals. Please don't forget to check out our Discord. Link to that is in the description below, as is a link to our merch shop if you'd like to get yourself a little side order something or other.
Alright, well, you guys know what happens, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one all.
Now that was some good racing. Here I am again, Big Daddy Swift, to close out this party with a really, really cool deal. See, we got this fancy trophy, and we want one lucky creator to win it at the end of the year. So if you think your fans are lucky enough, why don't you get yourself an 8 marble pack? See, it's only $25 Canadian. And if you really, really feel lucky, go for the 16 pack for $50 Canadian. And go ahead and push on forward, baby. So now, all that's left is for you to message us using our channel email. You can find it on here, so you know what to do, baby. You go right ahead, contact us, get that money sent in so we can get you a team, and you can go ahead and get yourself that big old trophy. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.